1990 had one flavor and it was everywhere. Suddenly, every menu, every pasta, every appetizer has sun-dried tomatoes in it. These chewy, tangy little things went from niche Italian ingredient to full-on food obsession almost overnight. Why? Americans were craving fancy Mediterranean flavors and sun-dried tomatoes felt gourmet but still safe. Restaurants covered in it. Home kitchens tossed it into everything. Pasta, salads, sandwiches, even spreads. If it was 1990, it had to have sun-dried tomatoes. What flavor do you remember taking over? In 1991, salads turned pink. Out of nowhere, raspberry vinaigrette was on everything. Sweet, tangy, and bright red, it made salads feel fancy, but also kind of like dessert. The early 90s were obsessed with light eating, and fruity dressings felt healthier, fresher, and more upscale. Restaurants pushed it hard. Home chefs copied it fast, and suddenly every salad had that signature pink drizzle. If you saw a salad in 1991, there was a very good chance it was pink. Did you love it or avoid it? In 1992, people wanted their food burnt. Suddenly, menus everywhere were pushing blackened this and blackened that, but it wasn't actually burnt. It was bold Cajun seasoning seared at high heat to create that dark, smoky crust. This trend exploded thanks to chefs like Paul Prudhomme, who brought Louisiana-style cooking into the spotlight. Fish, chicken, steak, if it wasn't blackened, it felt foreign. For a moment in the early 90s, Cajun heat completely took over. Do you still order blackened today? In 1993, everything turned green. Pesto went from niche Italian sauce to being absolutely everywhere. Basil, garlic, olive oil, parmesan. Simple ingredients, but it suddenly felt fancy. Americans were leaning into Mediterranean flavors, and pesto had that perfect mix of fresh and upscale. Pasta, obviously. Sandwiches, of course. Pizza, somehow, yes. If it had pesto on it, it instantly felt like a restaurant dish. Do you still love pesto, or was it a 90s phase? In 1994, appetizers got fancy, and the star of the moment, goat cheese. Creamy, tangy, and just a little weird at the time, it suddenly became a restaurant staple. This was the era when upscale casual dining exploded, and small plates started feeling sophisticated. Enter bruschetta, toasted bread, tomatoes, olive oil, and now topped with goat cheese like it was nothing. Menus everywhere leaned into it. Appetizers weren't just starters anymore. They were the experience. If you went out to eat in 1994, you saw goat cheese on the menu. Did you ever try it back then? In 1995, everything started smelling like roasted garlic. Roasted garlic suddenly became a secret weapon in cooking. Not sharp, not harsh, but soft, sweet, almost buttery. This was the mid-90s shift towards deeper, richer restaurant flavors, where chefs started transforming simple ingredients instead of hiding it. Garlic bread, now roasted. Pasta sauces, built on it. Mashed potatoes, suddenly restaurant level. It made home cooking feel like fine dining without adding complexity. If you ate well in the mid-90s, you ate roasted garlic. Did you ever notice this shift?
Try the Olive Garden's new Mediterranean garlic shrimp, $8.95 for a short time. Enjoy tender shrimp, sautéed with roasted garlic and herbs on a bed of linguine, with free salad or soup and breadsticks. Part of the Italian summer menu, only at the Olive Garden.
Back in 1996, food started tasting a little smoky, and that shift, it came from Chipotle. It wasn't just spice anymore, it was smoky, deeper, kind of a slow burn that felt totally new, like nothing you'd ever tasted before. As Mexican-inspired food started blowing up across the US, Chipotle, basically smoked jalapenos, became the flavor. All of a sudden, it was everywhere. Sauces, marinades, burgers, even snacks. If something wanted to feel bold, it went smoky, because it wasn't just heat, it had depth. It made food feel a little more elevated. By the mid-90s, smoky basically meant modern. Do you remember when Chipotle started showing up everywhere? After all that smoke in 1996, 1997 changed the mood completely. Food got brighter, sweeter, more tropical. Mango started showing up everywhere in salsas, sauces, salads, even savory dishes. As global flavors kept expanding in the late 90s, chefs leaned into fruit-forward profiles that felt fresh and modern. And after 1996's smoky Chipotle heat, this was a total reset. From deep smoky intensity to bright, juicy sweetness. Mango, pineapple, tropical blends, it wasn't just dessert anymore. It became part of main dishes. If it tasted fresh and sunny in the late 90s, it probably had mango in it. Did you go through the tropical phase? In 1998, suddenly health became a flavor, and nobody questioned it. Not sweet, not loud, just matcha. POV 1998 Cafe. You order dessert, you get matcha ice cream. You don't react, you just accept it. Everyone else does too, like it was already decided. Matcha cake, matcha latte. It's not about sugar anymore, it's about calm. It stopped being a choice, it became a mood. POV again, you still don't question it because it's supposed to feel better for you. Less sugar, less chaos, more wellness. Something shifts from bright, sugary overload to quiet, restrained, almost exotic calm. Desserts get lighter, drinks get softer, everything starts feeling intentional. And the more cafes copy each other, the more that calm green aesthetic spreads. And by the end of the decade, it wasn't a trend anymore. It was just how things were ordered. Why did this become a trend in 1999? Because suddenly, wasabi was everywhere. That sharp-nosed, twinkling green paste appeared as Japanese cuisine exploded globally in the late 90s. Wasabi became the symbol of authentic sushi culture in the West. But it didn't stop there. Snacks, sauces, even party mixes, if it burned, people wanted it. But here's the part nobody realized. Most of that wasabi wasn't wasabi at all. It was dyed horseradish, which makes it shelf-stable. Real sushi-grade wasabi is graded to order, and it's one of the most expensive crops in the world. America 1999 was introduced to wasabi along with all its intensity. I'm still confused though. Is wasabi actually good, or do we lie to ourselves? If it made your eyes water in the late 90s, it probably had wasabi in it. Be honest. Is wasabi good or torture? Get in the comments and let me know.